I'm also tired, so you have to forgive me. I'm sure there's a big reason, I'm just not seeing it. Pika likes taking it in response to the untap from the Pestermite. Because then we get to end step, tap Stone Sower, make Pestermite. Oh, okay, so the Kiki Jiki would be untapped for me. Now I see. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for future reference. It's the first time I've ever Aether Vialed a Sower on a Kiki, so I think you can forgive me. It's the first time I've ever Aether Vialed a Sower of Temptation onto a Kiki Jiki in response to Kiki Jiki combo. But good to know. Now I know. Pika says, why are we copying Sower? I didn't say I'm going to copy a Sower. Your Kiki will be untapped. Pestermite is a May, though, says Norberger. Oh, well, then he just won't do it. Would not be untapped for you because they decide whether to tap or untap. Well, then why are you guys telling me I did it wrong? You guys are hilarious sometimes. Tidebinder's sweet in this matchup. Explosives handles Tarmogoyf quite nicely. It's a grind. Maybe we want the Moloko and the Keranos. This turns into a grind post-board. They side out their combo. Kira might be interesting. May or may not... Right, may tap or untap. I didn't feel like I did anything wrong there, and you guys are, like, raging in chat. Wombala just says I'm fine. Okay, so what are we cutting? This still feels like a job for Master of Waves. Definitely Kira. Okay. Flame Slash is interesting. Roast has a better chance of killing Tarmogoyfs, and its sorcery speed that might not be where we want to be. It's not a major difference because of the scenario. Twitch chat wrong? Impossible. We could cut one Sage. Although I like it in the grindy matches. The Harbinger didn't actually do much, did it? Will Spellskite do anything in the matchup? Vixie says you didn't take my incorrect play. Oh, Vic, you don't have to take responsibility, man. You're fine. You're fine. It's not really a moon battle, is it? We mooned him, so he'll be playing around moon. And his mana base should play around moon quite nicely. Flame Stash will still get the Crisis. Yeah, but Crisis is a 3-3. Harbinger, because it bounced Kiki. There's so many people in the chat, at least some of us might be right, therefore all of us are correct. Always. I like the way you put that. I don't know, maybe this matchup isn't grindy enough for us to benefit from the sieges. Maybe it's not a Spellskite match. I don't know. It's been... There we go. I'm not sure. Painter plus Rending Volley is indeed a combo. Ooh, Wombologist. You may have come up with a new archetype. Rending Painter? Painter Volley? That seems kind of neat, actually. Painter's Servant plus Rending Volley. Team Dreamcrest says needs to be Combust. Oh, you could run a split. That's interesting. Uncounterable creature removal for any color. That sounds interesting to me. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to reveal Lord instead of the Harbinger for various reasons. Say go. Tarma Armorgoyf. Ooh, Electrolyze. Okay. Sure. Why try running when you've got Dark Betrayal? There you go. Now you're thinking. Alright, Deck, I get it. You're giving us land. I get it. I get it. Can you give me something else now? Sage! Tutor says, sounds like if you don't draw the Painter Servant, you lose all your games. Probably. No, Painter Servant is an interesting place in Modern right now, due to how it works with... it works to counteract the Eldrazi list. Should I Sower the Tarmogoyf? Probably not. Would be a mistake. As much as I'd love to, you know, Sower that. Now, we could have waited for the end step, but it kind of taps him out if he wants to redeploy the Tarmogoyf, and then I can slam the Keranos. Why don't you counter this, dude? Oops. Nice, Kaiser Magis. You running Painter? Team Dream Crush likes absolutely sowering Tarmogoyf every time. He just bolted my face. Are you sure we should have sowered? Are you still sure, Team Dream Crush? Team Dream Crush, are you still sure? Cryptic? Nice. But are you still sure? Because he, yeah, bolted. That bolt would have been aiming at my sower. I still stand by it. Okay. I mean, you're not wrong. Your opinion's not wrong. So go. That's the beauty of an opinion. Oh yeah, Kaiser Magis. Let me know how that movie is. I've heard good things. All right. If Twin was still around, would it beat Eldrazi or be a bad matchup? Somebody tested that theory. Bound in Crisis. Okay. He may have a bolt. Cryptic Command as well. Lightning Bolt. Snapcaster Mage. What's my opinion for Titan Shift? Another bolt. Bolt snap. Okay. And again, we could run Cryptic. I think that the format's a little quick for Cryptic. We were playing a Cryptic deck. His mana base actually, honestly, was probably still very ripe for mooning. If you're wondering if he had enough bolts to answer the sower, the answer is yes. If your question was, did he have enough bolts to answer the sower, the answer is yes. I still think we were supposed to run the spell skites. I think we boarded incorrectly. I mean, I like Harbinger of Tides. I think it's a great tempo play. I just don't think it's a great game plan unto itself. If you know what I mean. Venser's more universal. Bridge is interesting. It's not, their creatures aren't, like, the only creature that's terribly bigger than what we're doing is specifically Tarmogoyf. I still don't know how I feel about something like Bridge. I think running Soar out was still right, but no chance of beating that many bolts either way. I still don't feel that that's like, you want to protect that particular component. This hand's amazing, let's go. It's why Magic is best played in threes. This hand is fantastic. Like, it doesn't necessarily... I mean, again, he can answer the Vial. We didn't see any hate for the Vial last time. Although Vial never came out. Well, no. He never had anything for Vial. What's the Ether Mage for? Wizard Cycling. It's a tutor. Instant speed tutor. It finds the Masters. It'll find Glenn, Sower, Venser, Sage, Magus of the Moon. We've used it to tutor for Harbinger, Prodigy, Is It Staticaster, Tidebinder Mage, Maloku. Sprawl the Slivers. No, it's to tutor for the appropriate wizard for whatever you're facing. It won't find Kira though, I admit. It will not find Kira, it won't find Kronos. That's a spirit and that's a god. And that's okay. Now you need to be careful, because now I can't necessarily cast the Tidebinder. And it may have been correct to shock myself. But as I was choosing the mountain, I already made that decision. And I may regret it in a second here, we'll see. I mean, there are more lands in the deck to draw. Like that. Rasa Sensei, it does. Actually, we've used this other mode. It's a good blocker. It's a better blocker than Snapcaster Mage, but more than that, it bounces. It has synergy with our Mutavaults. Sosti. Science rules. It has synergy with our Mutavaults because Mutavault's not only a wizard, it's also every other creature. So it's, you know, it's a wizard, but it's also a sliver. So it's actually got some neat synergy. He's discarding. No, that favors us. Grudge? I mean, I technically can trade the Spell Skite for this Grudge. Is that the right play? Not necessarily. Am I excited, Captain? Yes, I am. Well, yes and no. Let's see, go. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.